Hello everyone, it's Melanie here with Vintage Hill Studio. I have another Valentine Day card for you, and it is the Throwback Tissue Valentine. Do you remember making Valentines with tissue paper and the end of a pencil? Well, this is similar and this is what it looks like. I'm so excited to share this. I'll be using a heart die, some pink and red tissue paper that I found at the Dollar Tree, and a little flower punch. This is a 3/4 inch punch, just small. And this beautiful 6x6 paper pad from Hobby Lobby. Just has beautiful papers in it. So here is my little heart that I cut out with the die. You could do this free-handed as well. And the tissue paper that I bought. Now this is red and pink, and I just left it as is from the store, and I'm going to punch out several of these little flowers. You could also use a circle punch or whatever you have on hand. This just went very quickly for me, punching through several layers of this tissue. I'm having a little hard time getting it started, but once I do, if I do a quick punch, it comes out fairly easily, and then I just have to divide those little flowers out with my fingers. And I will get those all separated out into pink and red because I'm going to alternate those on my little heart, as you saw from my finished card. This was really a fun idea, and I just thought it was something that I haven't seen, and it looked a little bit different to me, so I thought I'd give it a try. This is my first time making this card with the little tissue flowers. Now I'm just taking a mouse pad. You can take any type of foam pad and a ball stylus. And you've seen me do this before. When you run the ball stylus over the flowers, they're going to curl up naturally. So get a bunch of these little flowers punched out. Get them set aside. I divided mine into red and pink just so that I could alternate them when I start applying them over the red heart. There's all of my little flowers. It didn't take any time at all. Now I'm only going to work in a little section at a time here with my liquid adhesive, and I will alternately apply the red and then the pink little flowers. And I'm going to go around the whole perimeter of this little heart. And I'm putting them as tightly as possible next to each other. Just make them really close so that they can support one another when this is put into an envelope. You don't want your flowers to come out just smushed. So by putting them as close as possible, that will help remedy that possible situation. Now here's a piece of paper that I pulled out of that 6x6 paper pad, and I thought that heart looked beautiful on there. So there's a close-up look at my finished heart. I really love it. I'm working on a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card base, and I've got a mat that is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and my heart's going to go right in the middle. And then I just pulled a little love die that I had, and I cut out the red and the black, and I'm going to offset that just slightly so that it looks like the word love has a little black shadow. That will stand out very nicely on this busy background. So I just add a few little dots of glue, set that up to the left and up just a bit to give me a drop shadow. And then I will get that adhered on the front of my card. There's a close-up look at that layered love die. Get that put right there in the corner. I think that looks good. So you can see how quickly this card comes together. Now I want you to hang in there with me because I had another idea after I finished this card. I loved it so much, and I love that background, that I recreated this card by filling in the whole heart with the little flowers. Of course, I had quite a few left from the punches that I did earlier, so I thought, why don't I use those? And I will show you that in just a second. But here is my first finished card, and I just love it. It's got a little bit of dimension. It adds a great detail to the heart, and I think it's really eye-catching. So there it is. You can do this card yourself. You see how quickly it goes together. Once you have all the punching done with your flowers, that just goes quickly. Now here is the solid heart, where I just filled in the whole heart and put those very close and tightly together. So I think this will withstand going through the mail even better than the first one, just because it is so tightly put together. And there is a second finished card with the solid heart. You'll have to drop me a note and tell me which one you like the best, and if you're inspired to try this yourself, I'd love to hear that as well. Thank you to all my followers who keep checking in with me weekly, and if you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have you as a guest every week. Enjoy your card making and happy crafting, everyone.